back the block. Righteous rulers keep it real. We about to go on this drill. Every man's a war. We kicking down this door. Every tip goes down. We put our feet to the ground. That's how we stomp around the town. Righteous rulers keep it real. We about to go on this drill. Every man's a war. We kicking down this door. Every tip goes down. We put our feet to the ground.
That's how we stomp around the town.
And you ain't on the wind, pushing all that you see.
You've been defeated just like way back then. Time ticking on the clock. You taking back the block, and the soldier never stop.
Until the demon cry. If you ain't saying yes, sir, I don't know what you heard. But the soldier back the word, and we ain't scared.
That's the word, and we ain't scared.
You never be moved. From 16 and 20, and God peace shall rule Satan under your feet shortly. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you. Amen.
The God of peace shall bruise Satan under your feet shortly. Man. You know his time short. It's almost time for his day in court. Welcome y'all to Street Noise, taking back the block. And we gonna take back these blocks, block by block by block. You dig? I'm King World, man. I'm coming at y'all with some news and revelation again. And today, I want to talk about the incarceration of our black men and the men that they let out in 2020. How Trump came in, you know, it was a great thing, man. He let a lot of people that didn't have too many violent crimes. Some of them, he did let out with violent crimes, but a lot of them, they didn't have violent crimes, but they had a lot of drug offenses. Kudos to that for letting brothers out. I'm glad they coming home and things like that. I pray to God that they just do the right thing once they get out here. But let me show you how they think that a lot of people ain't really looking at. You know what I'm saying? 80 to 85% of convicted drug dealers, when they come home, they end up going back to selling drugs. Same thing that, you know, they got them in there, they end up going back to doing it for the simple reason that it's be hard for them to find jobs. Black and brown it's really tough for us to find employment unless we create it for ourselves. If we got a bad jacket for selling drugs and all that type of stuff, and violent crimes, you know, especially. But this is the way they think. We'll let them out, and they hoping that you go back into your community and start selling drugs to your people again, because they know that destroys our reproduction. They know that. The best way is to destroy a people is to take away the way they produce themselves. So they know drugs come in and he killed and people steal, and they just send us to self-destruction. They let those people out on purpose. Like I said, kudos to Trump for doing this, but I know what his ultimate plan was. He let them out on purpose. See, if they really wanted to stop the violence in the black community, they'll let out the right people, like Larry Hoover and Jeff Fort. I mean, they even let out some murderers. But Larry Hoover and Jeff Fort, they got them in there just for talking. But they ain't letting them out because they know they can get out here and make a change when it comes to this gang culture. And this is the main thing that's destroying us as a people. These gangs. Most of the gangs, most of the gangs now, you know what I'm saying? They represent the gang, and a lot of them is in hip hop. And the music, it all ties together. Listen, they know that. So long as we can keep these gangs beefing against each other, that's a great thing for them. Because it keep us killing each other, and that's what they want. So I hear a lot of people saying, yeah, man, Trump did some things and this and brothers out. But man, when you see the whole overall agenda, man, it make you sick. Because people don't see it. See, that's why I stay before God. You see what I'm saying? God will give you the revelation knowledge to see what the devil doing. You know? The devil, he's the greatest illusionist there is. See, to the world, it looks like a good thing. But when you see spiritually, you see deeper than everybody else, and you see the real agenda behind things. It ain't always what it look like, for real. They let them out for a reason, because they want them to come back in the community and start selling drugs to us where we can constantly keep killing each other, because that's what it leads to. Mostly us killing each other. They trying to destroy us on every hand with the food. You know what I'm saying? Constantly got the gangs beefing each other, and the music industry, they done even got into it now. I just wish the young brothers can really, really see what they doing. You know, our culture is, we hate it and love at the same time. You know, but the whole world, they love to tap in on our culture, you know. And to be honest, our culture is very comical. Most of us is comical, you know. Even though we do dirt, we constantly stay comical with each other because we be in so much pain. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, that's the only way we can deal with it is find a way to laugh. That's why a lot of our people so comical. You know, other people watch us, and it's always going to be something happening, you know, that's funny. And the world love us for that. They love us and hate us at the same time. They envy who we are. You know, and they know how powerful we can be if we stop fighting against each other. As of now, the Willie Lynch syndrome still is in effect. But we coming from up under this spell, and that spirit, we gonna send it back to hell. For real. See, when they let out brothers like Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford, listen, it's a known fact. It's a known fact that every 5 years, a man mature more and more and more. They know this fact. But if you're still young, they know you're still immature in a lot of areas. You see what I'm saying? That's why they don't like to let the older ones out, the older advocates out, because they know they have matured enough to really, really be done made that change, to come out here and really make a difference. While the youngins, they know they wishy-washy. They righteous one day, then the next day they in a bunch of mess. They know all of this. They have studied us as a people. The devil has studied us as a people, and the system has studied us as a people. They know exactly what to do to keep us fighting against each other. But it's people like me that God has called to see the trickery and warn the people of what's really going on. You know, so you got to open up your eyes and stay spiritually connected to God to really see what's going on. Oh my God. And it just irks me to see what's going on. You know, me in my era, and a lot of guys that came up with me, I'm talking about Vice Lord, BDs, GDs, and Moles. You know, the devil don't do nothing new. These guys right now, they think they doing something new. But the devil don't do no new tricks. You know what I'm saying? Don't nothing change about the game but faces, and that's it. Don't nothing change about the game but faces. And in my era, we thought we was the biggest and baddest G's. It was. But we didn't realize that we were just puppets for the puppet master. We're doing exactly what they want us to do. And you can be the biggest, baddest G in the street, but the street is the lowest form of corruption. For real. We all just was puppets in them streets, doing what the puppet master wanted us to do. And we thought we was the big G's, and all we did was kill each other and destroy our people. That's all we did. And they sit back laughing at us. And they doing the same thing today. And a lot of them young men, they can't see this deep. It's up to the OGs to get this information to the young bucks so they can see any seed that can be planted. It must be planted at the time. Because let me tell you something, OGs told me a lot of things, man, back then. I didn't take it to heart, but I heard what they said. And as I got older, those things came back to me. And it helped me a whole lot. It sure did. See, I think my era was the last era of brothers really acknowledging the OGs and listening to them. After my era, that went to hell. Stopped listening. But an OG heard I had gotten into the game. He stepped to me and said, I heard you out here doing your thing now. This is what he said to me. I said, yeah, man, get this money. He said, man, let me tell you something. Somebody like you ain't gonna be able to get money. You ain't gonna last long because you too mean. Your temper is too mean. You see what I'm saying? And listen, this guy, he was on drugs and everything. But he was a legend he was a legend in the street still, you know. And he said, you're gonna come into some problems with these dope things and everything, man. And so before you start making money, you're gonna be done kill somebody, you're gonna go to jail. He said, when they do that, when them dope things come and do that goofy stuff, man, he said, let it go. He said, because you in a game now that you don't have to sell no dope. The dope sell itself. He said, so let it go. Man, that was some much needed information, and I listened. Because the next day, exactly what he said happened to me. Dope fiend got me for a $50 bag, and I was ready to kill him. Until I thought about what my OG said to me. He said, let it go. He said, because the money gonna come regardless of what people do. That's just the game that you playing. But if I wouldn't have got that information, yes, I would have went and killed him over $50, then I've been in jail. I'm like, dang, man, I killed that nigga over $50. Now I'm finna sit up here and do 20 over $50. Man, that information was so valuable to me. That's why I'm sitting here today. I really do. And I really I never forget that, man, because it saved me, you know. I don't want to really mention his name, you know what I'm saying? But that brother right there, I never forget it. He's gone and passed away now, but I never forget it, But we gotta be able to see the trickery out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is what, you know, a lot of them just don't see the trickery. You know how many people that has been killed over $20 and $30 because they didn't get that information or didn't listen to it? See, one thing about the game, it ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Only thing an advocate can do is try to get to some of them or one of them. But the game ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? The game gonna continuously play on. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is now is try to get the young G to see the whole outcome of the game and try to make him last through it or get through it until maybe one day God will come in and do the rest. But as an OG, I feel that I need to plant the seed at least. For real. Listen, y'all like and subscribe to this channel. I really want this channel to blow up, man, so I can get this message out to the people, because there's going to be some young G that need to really, really hear this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like and subscribe and share these videos, man. Please do that for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to save my young brothers. I want them to see the game for what it really is, because a lot of them don't see it for what it really is. They think it's all just about taking, giving out dope and taking money. A lot of them think that's just all it is to the game. And a lot of them don't even live long to find out what's truly to the game. That's just the day we came in. Satan is finna take a whole lot of people out here. I'm telling you, there's so many people dying right now. People killing, people dying from sickness. Man, our community is really, really falling when you look at everything spiritually. You know how many people I've known died last week and the week for the last whole 2021. I know so many people have died from sicknesses, let alone being killed, on violent crimes. The devil ain't playing. He trying to take as many as he can because he know his time is short. He know it. So he trying to take as many as he can. And listen, not to be a victim, you better tap into that spirit of God. You can't be over here one day and then be with the Lord one day. Now you cross ride. It's just like back in the day, Vice Lords going in GD territory. Same thing. You trying to live righteous, but you study trying to play in Satan's territory. Oh no, that stuff ain't gonna work now. Because you may say something, righteous to a brother, and he may take it better than you. He may take what you gave him and use it better than you while you still out here playing. So you go over in the devil's territory, he gonna make it so you can't get back. You ain't gonna tell nobody nothing else. So I'm gonna make sure you come over here this time, I'm gonna destroy you. So I'm telling you, when you're playing two sides of the fence, I'm telling you now, you're about to get knocked off. I'm telling you, Satan will make you have that dirt nap prepared for you. And I'm gonna tell you something, God will allow it. As hard as it is, man, to stay prayed up and stay with the Lord, at the end of the day, it's the best place for you. So no matter what you go through, stay with the Lord. God bless, and the King is out. Like and subscribe to this channel, man, because we got a work to do. We got to try to save our little young brothers and sisters and give them this knowledge and information. God bless, and I'm out.